Well, the inspiration for that, like you said, like we saw, was chasing the mirage, because like they say, the grass always looks greener on the other side. I mean, we go through this all the time. How you sit and you think, oh, that person is doing so much better than you are. But the thing is, what they see on those spots, for those who want to leave the country, is awesome. We had stories of people drinking their own urine in the Sahara Desert. In recent times, we have seen people die between Libya and Europe. We've seen it on television. And the whole issue of migration, we've seen all of those things happen in the past 2 years. And more. People still want to leave the country. In the same vein, people are wanting to leave. There are those who live there. You live abroad, and you just never seem to be part of that society, no matter how hard you try. You go for one thing or the other, maybe education takes you there and you remain there, you get a great job, and yet you are yearning for home. You see, there are always two sides to a coin. Those who are yearning for home came back home. What did they see? Well, we'll find out when we look at the two editions back to back. One of it is Coming to Naija, and the other half is Homecoming, the real taste of the pill of being back home in Naija. Welcome back. For those who are watching for the first time, we're talking about coming home to Naija, and the reason we're doing this is to help those who are coming home to Naija to understand the challenges they may face and how to manage it, and then those of us who are welcoming them home should know how to behave. So I'm going to start by asking Chiedu, all of you, Chiedu, Antonia, and Kemi, one of the things that some people say is that you guys are coming back home to chop our beef. Why are you coming to share with us? I'll start with Antonia.
Yes, the beef is very good. So is the amala, the eforiro. All the different cuisines are fantastic. But more importantly, Nigeria is one of the fastest growing economies, and I'm a part of it. You know,
You're Nigerian.
I am Nigerian. Why not be here?
So, I mean, I wondered, what do you think? Are you eating our beef?
No, I think I'm sharing your beef. They say, come join me. Everyone's always saying, come join me. I'm like, so I'm going to eat off of your plate again? But why not? I'll follow up with what she said. Nigeria is the next emerging market, so there's so much opportunity. So I think that we can bring our expertise, things that we've learned from where we came from, and try to incorporate them here.
Are you eating our beef?
I am. I love our beef. I tend to eat like a vegetarian. But when I'm over here, I eat a lot of beef, like a lot.
Okay, having said that, you want to share in all the good about Nigeria. What's the best and the worst experience for somebody who's getting on a plane now and say, I'm coming home? What should the thing they should know?
One of the things that hits you when you land, apart from the heat, is the warmth of the people, the kindness of the people, the willingness to want to assist and to help you. Yes, everything comes. It's an amazing thing.
What's the worst thing?
The worst thing is...
I'm not asking for things. I know you have tons of them.
One of the worst things for me is how long it takes to get a simple process done. It takes a long time to get things done here.
In every aspect of life?
A majority of the aspects of Nigeria.
What about you?
Start with the best
and worst? You can start with the worst, I don't mind.
Okay, the worst I would say is the traffic. Go slow. When I first came here, I was like, I can't drive here. It's too hectic. But now, I drive myself around when I can.
Do you drive with one hand? Because somebody says they drive with one hand so that the other hand can say, waka, waka.
And put my hand out the window, do this one. Yeah, so that was definitely something to adjust to. Traffic is hectic. If you have a meeting being on time, there is no on time. It's just off to you today. Because you never know what the traffic will do to you. So that was definitely the hardest adjustment, maybe. But the best thing for me has been connecting with my family. I've been able to meet a lot of my family members.
That's extended family, because all your families. Mom is back here, but dad is still in the U.S.
My mom is back here. My dad is in the U.S., but all my extended family is here. Actually, just recently went to the village and saw a lot of people. So
you've gone to the village?
I've gone to the village, yes.
Where was the experience that you had there? You bathed with bucket and water. Where was that? Was it in Lagos?
It was in Lagos. Here in Lagos, and things just tend to break down and don't work properly. And so one day I had to use bucket, heat the water up in the bucket, mix
So you
it,
poured the water,
put my
cold
Dettol
water.
inside, you know, and I was just going.
So it was unusual, right?
It was unusual. I'm just used to stepping in, boom, I'm good.
What about you?
Worst, I would say, is the electricity. So, you know, power. So needing to charge your mobile phone or your laptop or your iPad. And
Things you take for granted.
Absolutely.
Where you're coming from.
However, the best, I'd say it's the culture, the people, the attentiveness, the vibrance, our potential.
What is it that makes me Nigerian? Lola, what makes you Nigerian?
My parents make me Nigerian, but then I chose to be Nigerian. I chose not to say I'm English. Growing up, I chose to say I was Nigerian, even though I had all the facade to be able to say I'm not. I could choose to be anything else and people wouldn't question me, but I'm Nigerian because I was born into a Nigerian family. I was raised as a Nigerian, even though I wasn't in Nigeria.
What makes you Nigerian? An African?
Yeah, you know, for me, honestly, it is a spirit. It's a spiritual thing. I can't explain it. I mean, Nigerians we're the most optimistic people. There's been surveys.
Are we not losing it?
I don't know. I mean, even if you compare, I mean, there are challenges around the world and there's a little bit of pessimism around the world, but truly I still think that Nigerians by far tend to be one of the most optimistic people. There's that entrepreneurial spirit.
So we should hold on to that.
And we shouldn't lose that.
Okay. Are we in danger of losing that, being Nigerian? I don't know whether you believe that's also being...
Actually, what I was going to add to that is part of what makes us Nigerians also the shared experiences. There are certain phrases or things, if I was to say down for now, everybody, you all smile. There's a shared experience of living in Nigeria or experiencing Nigeria that sort of binds us together, regardless of sometimes even our heritage. So yes, but are we in danger of losing it? I feel we are. In fact, my concern is that we tend to take just a piece of, I'd say, the global view that is the wrong piece. And we're starting to lose, which is the over capitalism. So make money at all costs. Live a life where you're working 16-hour days versus the part which I feel is truly Nigerian, the value system, respect for the individual, you know, which the traditional pieces that we all grew up with. Yes, community, family.
I would I would say that it's a state of mind. You know, there's a way that Nigerians at the end of the day think about so many things, about family, about culture, about politics, business, you know, and even when Nigerians leave Nigeria, they still, at the end of the day, Nigerians will still have that state of mind, no matter where you are. So
wherever you were, you all had Nigerian communities and were tight.
Yeah.
It was not whether you were Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo.
Which is amazing.
I did Nigerian.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, most of my friends were either English or Jamaican or Asian. Yeah.
Why?
It wasn't something I did on purpose. I think, to be very honest, I made the choice to stop going to church at the age of 16. Nigerian churches really put me off church, and as soon as I brought myself out of that, the Nigerian connection disappeared, because, I mean, that's where we congregated.
So what's being Nigerian for you?
Me, being Nigerian, I read something once that said, kiss French, drive German, hustle Nigerian. Being Nigerian, for me, is my determination, it's my spirit, it's my determination to make it at all costs.
And that's the spirit that we require to make us, I mean, accept and live whatever our circumstances. But I think the responsibility of creating the right leadership is also key, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't have said that better until this one.
We must ensure that we get the right leadership and create our own little islands. And when all these little islands come together, it will be for the best.
Yeah.
Now, that's what the show has been like today. Now, if you've not learned a lesson or two, don't forget the fact that Nigeria remains home. Whether you like it or not, for as long as you are of Nigerian parenthood, this is your home. And for those who are coming home, we should be a little bit more tolerant of them and accept the fact that whether it's east, north, south, or west, home remains best. Over the next few weeks, I will be going on these highlights with you to see some of the best moments of Seriously Speaking. I thank you for watching. We'll see you again. You're asked to pay you as a production assistant today. Where are we starting? Hey. Hey, Hey, bagwe shakere. Shakere, 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 shakere. Yes, welcome to the 100th edition of Seriously Speaking. And that applause is because my crew is so excited that we have done 100 episodes of this show. Come rain, come shine, we've done what we call great content for television. When in January 2014, Ultima Studios and Universal Communications, oh dear. One, two, three, four, go. What's the second one? What's the last one? Lola. So fatherland, so we're going to do Quest alone, then Homecoming and Coming to Naija and Homecoming together, right? Okay. What was the title of that book again? Oh, I remember. What was the title? Chasing the Mirage, right? I remember the author. What's his first name? Chike, I forgot his name. We should have done this research before we started, Lola. Kodao.